All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, traders? Welcome back to another live session. So, for those of you tuning in on YouTube, be sure to take a quick look at the disclaimer. Understand that day trading is risky business. A lot of people out there are having a tough time. So, if you are now getting in tune with the markets, if you're now learning how to trade, it is important that you take it slow and ensure that your tuition to the market is very low, because nobody's an expert at anything, especially not when they're now starting. All right. So in the beginning, you got to take it slow until you have the necessary experience. So utilize risk money, use the simulators out there, practice and improve. Other than that, remember, these live streams and recaps are never a reason to try and copy trade what I'm doing here. It takes months, more commonly years, to become efficient. Lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers, so be careful of fake accounts. I will never message you first randomly for no reason and start a conversation. All right, be careful out there. Now, with that being said, let's see what stocks are moving and what stocks are not. Let's see here. So I have a couple of them that I'm looking at. MLGO, I believe, will be the main stock. MLGO is up 230% with 25 million shares of volume. There's SOBR, which is up 75%, 23 million shares of volume. And lastly, as my third string, ANNX as a possibility. ANNX. There are some cheaper ones in OBLG and what's this other one? FRES. I believe Marcelo posted this list already too. We're all watching similar stocks, or the same stocks some days, right? Depending. Let's see. Okay, I'll post this into the stream and we'll continue from there. The stock bot also, I believe, will have most of these stocks up there for popular. Exclamation popular will bring up the stock bot in the Discord. Yeah, so MLGO, and by the way, I didn't get to read, there's a prompt that came up that was saying something about the exchange. I'm not sure if there was some sort of like issue with data, but I didn't get to read the prompt. I'm guessing that's what this could be, where we kind of don't have some data on a few of these stocks. I think that's what might be happening, but I didn't double check on that. I didn't want to have to log out again. But yeah, so I'm going to keep a heads up. Hopefully we don't see any issues today, because that could, of course, slow things up. We don't need to be seeing a market-wide halt or anything like that for them to get everything under control. So hopefully we're all good. So MLGO, I'm going to start off with a couple trend lines here. I think I'm going to clear the drawing set and then go from fresh. So we got 542 pre-market high, 542. Initially, we've been consolidating tightly about 434, which is where our VWAP level is right now, but we did break down and curled back up. So I'd love to see us continue to hold up above VWAP. Looking at the daily chart, we got 1220 for the 200 EMA on Thinkorswim. I'm going to double check this on E-Trade. Let's see, MLGO. Yeah, E-Trade's, well, E-Trade is actually showing about 14, so I guess it's fine. The 200 EMA is somewhere up there. Going back to March 25th, we had a high point of 651, which could definitely be a level of interest. That day we gapped up a little bit. We had a move, 22 million shares of volume, and then sold off. High of 650. Other than that, if we go back all the way to February, we did have a push up there to 1690 Other than that, we after that move down, February 13th, 14th area, we popped up to 1180. Those are two levels I'm going to watch. 1180 and 1690 if this one is to really open up. You know, it's a little bit more expensive compared to the usual that we've been seeing with the cheaper stocks. So if this does have that range and takes off, then, you know, we got to be prepared for where it could potentially go if it's very strong. Because some days you just never know what you're going to get. So MLGO looking good. 230% move starting in after hours. Or actually, is this pre-market? Yeah, pre-market. Yeah, 4 a.m. So pretty impressive. We'll see if we have a little bit more life going into the open. SOBR next up. This one is up 67% and is a little cheaper. Pre-market high, 51.25. 51.25. By the way, yesterday I didn't screen record the entire day, so I got to make sure I turn it on right now. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yesterday I somehow forgot, which wasn't good. The alarm went off and I was sailing. That's what happened. The depths. So, SOBR, low of the pullback. Let's see. Low of this candlestick here, about 40 cents. We'll see how it does. 200 EMA on the daily is at 69. 69.85 to be precise. And going back just to May 28th, we had a high point of 79. So this one, and there's my alarm for screen recording. So guys, turn on your screen recording. 79.95, basically 80 cents. I'll put this at 80 cents. Can we get back up there to 55, 60? Should be interesting if it gives a good move. I mean, you know, these stocks here in this range has been strong recently, so maybe it does, you know, continue and try again. We'll see. For now, it looks all right. The daily chart could be a little bit, you know, better, but that's okay. ANNX 740 for the pre-market high, 740. Low of the pullback has been fairly low as we came down here to about 530. All right, 530, we had some candlesticks down there. In fact, it's saying low 4 before a bit of an epic bounce, but we'll see. The data issue in here is definitely, you know, seems like it pulled back a bit. 743 was after our highs. I'd like to see it over 740. This one, the daily chart, you know, is not awful, but also, let me double check on this side here. ANNX. Yeah, it's not awful, but you know, we've seen better daily charts at the same time. Maybe room to 840 and then over 840 perhaps. Let's see. You know, maybe 50-cent increments, 859. We'll see how this one does. The other ones, OBLG, you know, we'll see if it does anything. Cheaper stock. I'm just going to map out the pre-market high here. 52 on the daily for the 200 EMA, 52.97. For those of you now tuning in on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, be sure to hit that thumbs up. And remember to subscribe to the channel if you are a new viewer. We'll be live again tomorrow, right? We go live every day. Every day that I trade, I'm live, at least for the first 2 hours. So you guys can always stay tuned, lock in. You know, some people love the company. They love to hear the ranting in their ears. It's like music to them as they trade. And not to, you know, not to be, you know, trying to be a little funny there, but on a serious note, you know, the live stream does help out a lot of people, especially when we talk about being disciplined and staying focused, not revenge trading, not over trading. And today's another day for us to be disciplined, right? So on that topic, let's be focused today, right? It's another we get another chance to exercise discipline. So let's go out there and be our best selves, right? This is why the Relentless trading community is by far number one. It's because we're always coming in with a positive attitude and we're looking forward to the opportunities. Trading is not easy. We don't expect it to be easy. And so we look forward to being our best selves so we can stand a chance. So hit that thumbs up and remember our disclaimer as well that day trading is risky business. It's not guaranteed money. The risk is always real. It's always present. In fact, it's always there the moment you click the buy button. All right. So let's stay locked in. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. And then it'll be time to go racing. Every time I come in, I always feel good. I trust myself to stay focused. So I feel good. We talk about other fields, other careers where, 2 minute warning is hitting. It's like you go in for an exam or something. It's like, hey, you can feel nervous or whatever, but there's no such thing as feeling nervous here for me anymore. Like that stuff has came in the beginning, but now it's like it's different now. When you prepare, when you're focusing, you're studying, today's just another day, and it's another day for me to have a good time being disciplined. So I already know by 11:30 what it will be. The aim will be to end green, but besides that, I know it's going to be a disciplined day. So I feel great. Like right now, I feel amazing, and I encourage you guys to stay locked into your game plan. Right, stay locked in to your game plan. That way, the day will be a successful day. Right, you guarantee. Well, maybe not guarantee because you can't really use the word guarantee, but highly likely, highly likely to have a successful day. Right, but in terms of gains, the aim is to end green. The aim is to end green, and let's see what we can't do about that. Right, being locked in is going to give us the best odds. So let's do what we've been practicing in the sim, what we've been practicing with small accounts, live accounts, everything. Let's exercise discipline today. All right, nice and slow, one trade at a time. We got this. 20 seconds. For MLGO, I'm not super sure if we can see a move right away, but I got smaller size here, just 1,000 shares. We'll see if it's able to do something. Oh my, no, I'm not gonna get a good fill. Oh, come on. Wow. This is a good push. Can we see another pullback? Taking 10 area, but it's coming down. It's a little tricky, but it's giving a range, which is not a bad thing if you can anticipate the lows properly. MLGO. The high's at 39. ANNX is pushing up. SOBR is also pushing up. Attempting break of 30, but it's all the way back down. I'm going to take the dip. Not really seeing a bounce there. I'm going to switch gears. It's a little choppy, and I think SOBR might be a better stock to watch. SOBR, cheaper stock. 51.25 for the pre-market high. We're currently at 54 already. So missing out on some sweet action here. Oh, and this one is a little volatile. Gotta be careful buying high because it's looking like it's coming down. But it might be ready for a breakout. It's a little tricky here. 52, 51. It's moving at the speed of light. In terms of just how the price is fluctuating, SOBR. It's saying the high was 58. Is it worth a shot over 55? No, it is not. The bids are at 53, so okay, that's cool. I knew the breakouts would have been tricky. It's looking pretty good though, all things considered. Only 100 shares filling there. Not good. Small partial. I don't want to add for the breakout. But are we going to go? I'll take the gains here. But only 100 shares. Time 33. Is the port time the charm up here? Time 34. There's about a minute left. MLGO has crawled back up, which is good. I'm early, so I'm going to cut that trade. Wait a little bit. It's 49. Um, It might be failing. If it doesn't get over this level here now, because the candle's about to close. And MLGO is also back down again. It's lingering, so I'm interested, but it might be a little on the weaker side, but I'm watching. In case I see something I like, I can jump in. If not, I'll let it go down and not go long. Okay. It needs to be aggressive. Can we see like 54? We should see like 54 here. If this is good. I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna allow it to capitulate, as Wrong Bet would say. 52. Come on, talk to me nicely. 54. All right, now there's a good trade. So I read that well. I think I'm gonna double down on this stock, not in like a bad way, but I'm gonna watch this one as my main stock. Let's get everything in order here. The last trade was a market order, so I was in a little high, watching and waiting. It's having trouble at 55. Can we get through here? Still. That looked good. That looked good right there to get to 56. It's gonna, I think it's gonna go, but might need a little more time. 55, 40, 55, 40, 55, 20. Back down to 54. It's a brutal drop there. And MLGO. Oh gosh. Damn. Shit. Crap. Oh, I'm gonna miss that entire move. Dang it. Well, hey. Son of a gun. Wow. No, that was impressive. Those are the kind of moves that you don't really want to miss. It can really set the tone for the day if you're to see a strong day. And ANNX is taking off here. We might see a halt up for this one as well. ANNX, we might see a halt up. ANNX 74 for the halt up. There it is. It looks like oh, it's going to get extended. $43. Oh, that's going to be a good dip. At least I'm making something here. I'll pull it up on the screen when I can. We're in the heat of battle here. 74. Back over to high. A little bit of chop there, though. MLGO, what a move, though. Wow. What a size down. The 1K size, ANNX. It's still going. Will we push over 90? Oh my gosh, I got murdered with that fill. No, sizing down was the right move there. I'm gonna miss that dip. Not good. Back over 90. Can we see over the whole dollar here? Oh. I gotta be careful. Okay, there's 03, 05. There's a halt at 16. Can we get halted up here as well? 9. And MLGO sucks. Man. It's all good in the neighborhood, but what a sweet red to green. Scratch trade there. It might have bottomed. Maybe not. Did we? Looks like we might have bottomed. I should have bought back there. I should have bought back. 85 would have been a good entry. 10, 12. It's trying for the highs. But back down to 7. The resumption is going to be at 43 and 16 seconds. I'm down here. All right, waiting for the other one. But, 43 and 16 seconds. There's less than a minute. SOBR also trying at the highs. Freaking MLGO. I wonder how the resumption is going to be. We're over the pre-market high. Let me pull it up quickly. Get everything in gear. Room to 651. And then above that, the moon. Potentially. So we got a couple seconds. We're at 599. I got small size. Let's see what it does. Here we go. 10 minutes. I'm going to keep watching. It seems like it's 10 minutes. All right, I'm going to look back to the other one. ANNX trying for 7 again. Big level here if it can hold up and get for 714. Back down, a bit of a false breakout. That resumption is showing 640. Yeah, I'm just giving back profits here. The last 5 trades, losing trades. Perhaps I wait for this one to go over the highs. The pullback was pretty low too, so I got chopped out there at 76. I'll let it go and then I'll get back in. SOBR still doing its thing. Steadily pushing up. SOBR. This resumption, man. Gotta wait a couple more minutes. I'm watching SOBR, but I'd like to see a little more of a dip. The other one is looking good too. I think it's just preference at this point. $56, $55. Oh no. Oh my gosh. That was a great attempt. It came up too fast. And tried to buy 54. The moment I clicked the buy button, we're already back at 57. But good attempt. Probably should have just tried to hit the bid. $48.16 for resumption. $48.16 for resumption. Where am I? How many orders? I gotta be careful. Oh, 60 orders. Okay, we got a lot of orders. Felt like I took a good bit. For those of you guys watching on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. Abraham, big boy size. I'm gonna actually use small size. Well, I'll have big boy size ready. Let's just say that. And I'm not gonna go super aggressive because I don't really have too much of a cushion, and I did miss the entire move. If I was already green going up, it would be different. I would attack it more aggressively. Man, 48-16. We got less than a minute. What a push for the red to green. Sometimes you got to be in the right place at the right time, but hey, opportunity costs. So can we get a dip and rip? Maybe it opens up lower, then a retest to the highs. If it opens up sideways, we'll see how it does. But it's showing that it's going to resume higher at 630, 640. But that's not guaranteed. So let's see what it does. 599 MLGO. No fear, no hesitation if I see the entry coming up here. Here we go. Can we get a dip? Can we get a dip? Can we get a dip, dip, dip? Damn, no dip. Holy smokes. Wow. That's impressive. That was one of the best resumptions I've seen in a long time. It'll need to drop massively for me to go long. Can we get a bigger drop? No. Waiting. It might not drop at all. Son of a gun. Man. I knew holding into halts would have been good once those halt down, those lower resumptions stopped. But this is above expectation. Okay, that was good. 44, 50. This is going to be tricky. Damn, I took that early. Oh, I botched that. I botched that. And in the range is kind of that's cool. Scratch trades either way. Compared to what the stock can do. 892, 80 something. Brother. And the high of the last candle is like 50 or so. Plus or minus. Plus or minus. It's requiring some aggression. I say some aggression because the way how it's bouncing, it's like it's instant. Now's the fourth time. So I'd like to see us break out at this point. If not, it could start to get a little more dicey. Can the 1 minute candle make the new high? There's lag in the order here. Bad lag. Not good. Could be good here if it does go. but definitely a little choppy for the push through. Come on, it needs to go through here. Struggling. It's doing very well, all things considered. For the move that we had, this pullback is like nothing. So it's interesting how it's holding here. I want to be careful. Why is such a delay in the fills? Like, why is it so slow? I'm getting the fill at the right price, but it's like taking forever to show up on the thing. That was a good attempt right there. Didn't quite push through 30. Man, but holding into that halt, and if you decided to just give it a chance on the resumption, that's the day. Like, your day is already complete, you know? It's a sweet day. Big levels here. If it goes, I will size up, but that's if it goes. Dip. Oh, no, not like that. That's failing. The bounce could work, but crap. Goodness. Not good. I was ready to size it. Like, if that was the dip to like 750, I was going to take that with size. So I could have got caught there. Easy. Easy. Big loss, man. It's still strong, though. It's still here at 7, so we'll see. But that was not good. That's the kind of drop I'd expect after the move that we just had. It's more reasonable and it's more relative, but we're still holding up, so it's not done yet. Those bids at 7 something, not going to do much there. Small loss. I got to be very careful because I missed, 85-90% of the move. So I got to kind of just ease and not try to be a hero. I don't know if it's likely we'll get that type of push again on this stock. So just got to take it slow. If I can get a couple cents here and there and be up $1,000, then that would be great. At this point, I'm asking myself right now, what is a good entry? The setup, the 5 minute candle to make the new high failed. We didn't sell off completely, so it's not done. But do I want to give this another shot up here? Could we see something similar? I'm all too soon, and we are gonna see something similar. I'm all too soon there, and I try to dip. It looks like it might take off. It might go here. Take us to the moon. There it is. Be careful of that flush out. That could happen again. Sometimes it's so damn tricky. 80, 30. Are we going here or are we not? 17 is a high fill. Okay, I haven't got a chance to hit it with size. I should have took that trade with size, but couldn't predict the move actually coming again. But it's gonna go. I think the dip here will be better if we can see it. I'm gonna attack it fearlessly if it comes. If not, maybe it goes right here. There's 40. Man, why is this always so tricky? Price action is tough. That's going to be a loss. Trying for over 50. I would have wanted to dip first. It went up before dipping again. It could still dip though. Come on, dip, 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 dip a little bit more. 18, 8, 11. Mm, 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 mm. I gotta be better here. I'm making too many like sloppy trades. It's been a while though since we had this level of strength, right? A few months. Well, I did miss those moves in after hour or power hour a couple days ago. Come on. These fills are not ideal. Okay, I gotta ease off here. I already lost 500 on like 5 trades. It's in this like consolidation here. It's not clear if it wants to hold up or not. Will we? Oh my gosh. Why is there such a delay? But I'm gonna get the fill though. I'm gonna get the fill. Now's a trade there. Are we gonna get another chance to get back in? Honestly, yeah, it's not bad. If I can catch this with size, it should be a good day. Okay, that's good. Awful fill, but okay, couple cents. Waiting patiently. 50s are the high. Will we be able to get over the 30 level? Not quite. Something I'm trying not to do. I'm trying not to sell before the order like fully appears. That way I can avoid getting that pop-up that comes on the screen. Because that could be deadly on a stock like this. That extra 2 seconds to click that and then hit sell again. But still watching to see if this thing wants to get over 30 area. If it does, I'd expect another good move. Just waiting patiently. I don't want to be over trading every area here. I just need to pick and choose my spots and I need to be patient about it. Because I've already tried twice and lost a lot. It's kind of struggling compared to the last time. Hmm. Yeah, boy, they ain't playing you. They ain't playing to give you those crazy fills. That's for sure. Hmm. All right. It might need more range, more room, and a longer hold time. So I'll have to probably put a backstop and just give it a chance. 780. That's assuming the 5 minute setup will work. Man, but missing that front side, man, missing that halt going up and the red to green, and I think the better money was there. This third area wasn't like awful, but not the same as just straight up. Why? The fill, man. Got Phil on the ass there. Could have given that a bit of a chance to see if we could get to 65, but only 61. I'd like to see a test of strength and I can be in, but it might not come back down. I don't know. It's hard to say. Can we see 70? Good. No, we gotta hold above 70 and not crash back down here. And it's kind of struggling. But that was a good bounce. We should be able to see more out of it. Is there a there's a seller there. Wow. 65, some small, I think a smaller hidden seller. We should not have gotten stuck. Yeah, they're gone. That's interesting. So some green was printing there, nothing. But yeah, I think we should see like 85. It might hold up the 5 minute setup, which again the entry was definitely there, but I would have to take the trade with size and just give it that backstop. So entries at like 40, 35, and just hey, if this thing comes down to XYZ price where I feel comfortable, I'll be out. If not, can we sail to the moon? It's gonna be slow. If it comes up, it's gonna be slow until it's not, right? So it's gonna be grinding like this, and then maybe we get to like 85, and then it just jumps straight up to like, 8, 8, 10, 8, 15, and then maybe we start to like grind up again. SOBR at highs. 61. I think I lost money there. And it's coming back down, not quite holding up. You know, I'll take my 900. I did say if I could make $1,000 would be great, being that I missed the entire front side. So I'll take this. I'll smile. Sometimes you're just watching the wrong stock. If I could have been in at break of like 515, 510, you got to 570, and that's early in the move, so it's a little bit more, a little better. Maybe FOMO is talking, but the resumption trade for me, I didn't get a chance to buy. I'll watch it back. Maybe there was an entry, but I don't remember it dipping. I remember it just opening higher and just going. It's showing that there's a wick. I do not remember seeing a wick down. I just remember it opening higher and just going 650 to then like 687, 720, 750, and so forth. But this is a beautiful sign for the summer months, right? To see a stock this strong, I think you might have a ton of opportunity coming. Yeah, you can't be saying if, It's one of those things, yeah, you just got to focus on the next trade to come. So SOBR is mentioned. This one is kind of here, but, we'll see. MLGO, I'll keep on the screen up top, but also checking out SOBR. Day trading, ladies and gentlemen, day trading for you. How's the other stocks doing? How about ANNX, OBLG, SOBR? We're watching that one. So, okay, cool. SOBR. There's some sellers. Do we have shares to short? No, we do not. Those sellers are going to be bought up. Yep, 62. I don't know. It seems like it needs a pullback, man. Because we didn't really open up a lot. Maybe a quick breakdown and then a move back up could be good. I'm going to try to hit the bid because of the complications with fills. Near 62. Back to 60. So that cent and a half of risk is definitely there. And that's without a flush. So with a flush, we probably could expect to lose like 5 or 6 cents just looking at the risk aspect. So we got to be careful and avoid big flushes if possible. Waiting. I'd like to see a little more, but we kind of did see a small bounce there. Come on, come on, come on down, come on down. Okay, it's not coming down. Maybe that was the dip there, 58 area. Wasn't super convincing on the tape, so I'm not in. It's an entry though, but it's like a really aggressive entry because it's not a clear, hey, selling is easing off kind of thing. We did get 61s twice. We're back at 59.60, so there's 60 again. 60.20. MLGO, I'm just going to keep an eye on that one. If it does start to curl, maybe like 740 could be an area to watch. Not loving how it's coming down here, man. It's like grinding down. But at this point, though, on the day, the goal for me is to protect the gains. And if I can add slowly, that's good. If something else comes and I can, be a little bit more aggressive after getting into it, that'll be amazing. But we haven't captured anything with size. At least not yet. when I start to capture trades with size is where I can like get myself up to like 5-6K. And my base size honestly was a little low too. I still was using 1500 rather than 2500. With 2500, maybe we're at like 1600 on that stock. It's like a 40% increase in size. And that's just 2500, right? MLGO, we're seeing 730. Are we on to something here? There's a 10-cent spread. SOBR, a little tricky for me going down, so no entries. And even the 5-minute setup didn't really hold up from that move from 40, or let's say 30. We got up to 70 and then back down. So we didn't go all the way back to 8, 820, and so forth. If I'm ever in the setup there, like the expectation is proximity to high of day, if not high of day. It's showing some life, MLGO, but it's still tricky. But it's showing some life. What we don't need is for it to teleport down. And maybe it just gets over 50 and starts something. The orders are still lagging. Taking losses. Taking losses, MLGO. Definitely tricky one. I would have expected a little more, but it's kind of still here. We'll see if it tries again. The volume is definitely on the lower side. It really needs to get over 75, but around this area, 50, 40 is where the move could sometimes start. We've already been making new highs consecutively. Some people probably in at 7 holding, giving it a chance. Oh, there's 7. They're probably cutting scratch if they didn't sell half or something. 7. Yeah, might have other traders buying the dip. We've been seeing a lot of opportunities throughout the morning and then into the afternoon. So there's probably going to be, if this stock doesn't go, there's probably going to be at least one other stock today, more than likely. I got to go to another appointment today. Yesterday, I ended up not being able to get anything done, sadly. Today, I'm going to the foot doctor. Going to the foot doctor, brother. So I'm gonna be missing from like 12 to maybe 2. We'll see if anything moves in power hour. Yesterday I did stream. Yesterday I came back. I did stream in the Discord for like an extra $600. I went live. Ended up not going live on the channel, but SOBR trying again at 63. Also, nothing wrong with going long, but going long, if you ask me, is not a bad side of things. 64. I'm gonna be watching here. They're 65. SOBR. But can we see 66, 67? Can it pull away from this level here? And short sellers get squeezed out. 66. Do I hear 67? 68. SOBR. Can we see something here? There's 67. 68. 69. Okay, there we go. Short sellers getting squeezed out. Now that was good. 72. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm not in. Not good. It was still kind of grindy. Now that's the move we know we can see once these stocks take off. Oh, that sucks, man. Throwing the order on the ass for the 3 cents, it's already back down. MLGO back at 730 with a bigger bottoming wick. SOBR though, right up at the 200 EMA. Will we be able to continue through? I think for me, I would have had to been in at 64, but it was a little grindy. I was worried about the double top. But good move altogether, good move. MLGO, again, showing some life. But does it mean business or is it still too soon? I'm not going to touch it yet. I'm going to let it do something impressive. And then, like, like if it jumps to like 65, 70, then I'll get involved. I want to avoid the chop and just take all the best trades. So I'm guessing that was a bit of a double bottom. I don't know, man. SOBR, the issue I'm having is that it's just not as decisive. It's not as aggressive with some of the pullback entries. ANNX coming down. MLGO looking interesting here. Sellers at 50 though. If the 1 minute candles make the new high doesn't work here, it's not going to be good for SOBR. Oh, oh smokes. MLGO, this is what I want to see. Oh shit. Bro, why am I not making more? What the heck? 804. MLGO is back. MLGO is back. MLGO. And I wasn't convinced the break of 50 would have went to 75, but I knew if we see 75, I'll start to buy though. If there's any sort of aggression, right? So about a $250 gain. It's a little dicey right here. There's a spread. It's a lot of lingering. A lot of lingering here. It's saying the low is 51. I only saw about 68. 51 was not the low right there. Unless like one order got filled somehow. In the bottom. Waiting. That was interesting volume. It didn't go though. If I see that type of volume coming in, I'm gonna buy. But smokes, but no cigar. I get the worst fills every time on those dips, man. It's rejecting, sadly. Worst fill right there. I got the worst fill. So all right, cool. Man, that could have been good though. This could have been equal and opposite reaction. Instead of dropping $1, right now it could have been at 890. Bearish engulfing. time, the candle has 2 minutes. Unless it gets back to like 775, it's not looking good. Short sellers still are going to be aggressive after that kind of rejection. Yeah, the front side move, this is why the front side move is so important, right? This move, if I zoom out up top here, well, actually, we got the other screen. This move here is by far the best move. That move right there. You capture that move, you really don't need to do anything else on the day. You can go in cruise control. Now, if you decide to push it and keep going, you can, of course, try to get, something more, but I catch that first move, I'm satisfied. I'm gonna size back down, protect the gains, build, 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 and then risk off of that new cushion. Right here, you got to be careful of the false breakout. We did go this time, and I was able to read this one a little properly, and this is where the bulk of the gain really came. When the stock gives an incredible move, it is very hard for me to buy the dip. Like right here, these candlesticks offered a lot of entries below 7. Below 7 immediately bounced up, and I did try twice, kind of got a little slow to buy, resulting in a bit of a higher fill. But these entries are here. But when I see a stock go from 5 up to 780, and then the pullback is 80 cents, and we're holding up, it's like I think the pullback should be more. And so even when I try to buy those dips, because I'll still give it a shot, because there's what I expect and there's what the stock is still doing. Sometimes they won't align, so I'll force myself to take a trade based off of what I'm seeing on the tape. But for me to have gotten those trades, I would have had to been buying the moment it broke below 7, without knowing where we would land, which is dangerous because we could drop 70 cents, and I could be filled at 7 or somewhere in the spread, and just because it was instant back up. If you're not already buying for that dip, you got filled back over 7, which is what happened to me twice. Trying to give it a second to see if we're done selling off. But I think that might be the end of the first wave of momentum. So I'm going to do a quick look through, going to check the scans, going to check the chat. This might be the end of the first wave. Will there be a second wave here coming soon? SOBR still, we did run into the 200 EMA, but still kind of there. Let me see what the YouTube stream and Discord is saying. MWG getting called out from SF. Cheaper stock that's now opening up a little bit. We'll see if it's able to hold up. It's fresh. The volume is not as high yet, but we'll see if it's able to hold up and continue. It's a little thin, so there is risk in it coming down. MLGO is back at 70, 770, 780. Son of a gun. Freaking son of a gun. Oh, it's the high there. It's 50, so back over 50 is going to give another breakout. Well, I guess we're not done yet. It's definitely resilient. Oh, fuck. Can we hold up this dip and get halted up? And that's some BS. Really? That dip was good. I'm out too soon. It didn't bounce right away. Brother. I kind of had a feeling it might have been able, because that's the first dip kind of resulted into that after the false breakout. The first false breakout gave a similar move. Mm-mm-mm. Brother. Brother. Unbelievable, man. I have no recollection of what just happened there. Waiting patiently. We got a low of 78. 57 for the high of the candlestick. The price action is still pretty tricky. The alt is at 50. A bid of 28,000 shares is what's going to push us up that aggressively. Wow. That's insane, man. It looks like it'll get locked in. Nope, false halt. Smokes. Man. This one is not as linear for me. 3 bar play resulted into $1 share move. It's extended. So I want to be careful of the dip, but I want to take the dip if it's good. It needs to be a good sized dip. If not, we need to get locked in here. Can we get locked in? It's looking healthy to get locked in. Man, tell you this stock. I hope the other guys are doing better than I am doing. I hope Marcelo, Tim, and Triad are having a smoother experience because I'm punching the air right now. I think for me, I needed a little bit more. I think I needed a little bit more time for the break of 8. Like, okay, I noticed this move over 50. I pulled it up, kind of got myself in gear, but the moment I'm starting to look at the tape, it's like the move is already kind of happening. So I'm just behind on the 8 ball from that first breakout. From 8 to 9:57, 3 bar play from 27 goes up to 43. The thing is with the breakout trades is that a lot of the times when it's close to the high, it's not going right away, and there's a downside risk. There's range. Okay, over 930 for the breakout, but we'll see 925 and then 910 on the bids. We'll see 928. We'll see 911, 913, 916. So the breakout isn't as obvious right away. But the moment that 28,000 share bid came in, and by the time I bought at like what 40, I'm filled at 64. There's a slight hesitation at 75. So I just take the 10 cents. And then it erupts again. Then I get back in. Oh my gosh. Brother. And this was the dip that I tried to take that just did not get to capitalize. In 96 out of 25. So this is the only trade I caught. The resumption could be pretty strong. The stock has been strong, but this is where you could start to lose $1 a share because it's expensive. So to be honest, I think I have no choice but to size down because it's going to be risky and I do not want to go back flat. So some traders might do the opposite and push for it and connect and get something big, but I'm going to be on the conservative side here. So 46.59. 46.59. We got about a minute and some change. So I'm going to only use 500 max, 500 base, and 1200 max. Or let's do 600 base. Some other traders will, push 3-4K, but I just didn't get to capitalize anything. One wrong move is back to red. So I'm going to protect the 1K and just try to build slowly. It's so interesting though, man, that if I connect properly on a different day on this same stock right here, I'd be looking to take 8K size, 5K size. The risk, brother. All right, we got less than a minute. 46 and 59 seconds. The 200 EMA is at 1280, and I have 1220, and I have 1180 as potential resistance. So let's see what it does. $59. 20 seconds if it is a 5-minute halt. 20 seconds. No fear, no hesitation. 10 seconds. We're currently at 1090. It's showing lower, but I'm not sure. Here we go. No. Can we get a dip? I'm gonna ease off. Oh no, okay. Can we push through 50? It's struggling, so I don't want to be too aggressive here. It should have been instant. $27. Oh, there's a hidden seller. I'm gonna wait for above 1150. I'm gonna wait, or I'm gonna watch the dip. Damn, I got filled 87. No, that's not good business. Well, yeah. Gosh. What a disaster. What a disaster of a move. Not getting anything. 1282 for highs. Alright, I'm gonna just ease off completely here. Man, maybe I should have been more aggressive to bin back in, maybe over that seller rather than for 1150. Be careful of the 200 EMA being up here. It could be backside if it sells off, especially after such an incredible move. And 1150. All of this is from that breakout from 750. Is anybody holding between 7 and 750? If anybody here is holding between 7 and 750, and they really capture this entire move properly. Scalps for me, very tricky. Again, this could be backside. You got to be careful right up into 200 EMA. If there's a good place to pull back and sell off, this could be it. So I want to be careful and not overtrade here. In the event it keeps going, I think I'm just going to use baby size. I'm looking to lock in my gains, so I'm going to just use baby size the rest of the way. $11.74 is the high of that candle there. I'm going to continue to just use small size and not risk it. Small size for me, we're right up into the 200 EMA, so just taking it easy. This is unbelievable, man. This is usually a 10K day. This is like 10K day kind of stock for me. E for effort. An awesome sign for momentum though. This is amazing. This right here is an amazing sign for what this month could really be if we can continue to see more hot opportunities. Will we see more hot opportunities throughout the month? This could be backside. This could be backside. The new 5-minute candle is 2 minutes away. We're flagging right below the 200 EMA, and we did not have candles close above these levels. Look at the lag in that fill. It's fighting here. Short sellers. Short sellers. Getting some money now. I think this is the backside. That's not guaranteed, but you know. That bounce right there is going to give 60 cents. Pretty impressive. Just waiting patiently. These type of stocks are really good for momentum, you know, regardless of where I finish on the day. I gotta admit that this was an awesome move, and there are going to be days where the entries are a little more predictable for me and the stock is not as sporadic, and I'm going to be able to get in nicely and capture those big green candles. And the best days are yet to come. Ladies and gentlemen, the best days are yet to come. So, you know, right now I'm smiling and I'm excited and I'm feeling good, knowing that more opportunities are going to continue to come. You know, MLGO 500% move. You know, whenever a stock is up 200% like this one already was coming into the open, for me, you know, I always say there's like a 5-10% chance they keep going and double in percentage. So really beautiful to see this type of price action. Just very impressive. Not bad, man. Not bad. If I saw it from the beginning, I don't know how well I could have done. You know, I mean, there's a chance that I probably would have been in the same situation as well. Because there's no guarantees, right? There's no guarantee, even if you're watching the red to green, that you can capture it. The halt, as we saw, didn't really dip. So grateful for the green here today. It's been a strong stock, so despite it hitting the 200 EMA here, it's possible that it could still continue. So of course, if you're still looking for more aggressive trades or just trades in general, there might still be opportunity. And people are definitely short right now. So if it like gives like a decent move, they'll probably start covering again, and then it probably goes again. But you know, that's like again maybe another long shot. But can the 5 minute candle make the new high? Now be at 1170. Hopefully the other guys were able to do well. Hopefully those of you in the classes, as we know, it was tricky, but hopefully you guys were able to see some opportunities and connect. I'm very passive right now because I've been around, you know, where I am for like, it's been like a standstill, right? One step forward, one step back. So just kind of taking it easy. I got another hour before I have to leave. So taking it easy. Watch, it could be interesting here. What a disaster of a fill, man. It's taking so long to. Oh, it's coming down. Taking so long to fill the. Show the trades on the screen. I'm gonna get a couple cents there, like 15 cents, 20 cents, what small size. It's a bit of a false breakout over the 1130, 1150 area. But for 200 shares, like you know, I should be filling instantly, showing in and out. JDZG, JD. How's this one? They're not seriously trading this, where there's no volume there. I will not be touching that, brother. That is going to the depths. We've had 3 topping wicks at the high of this flag. This bear flag. We can count this as 1, 2, 3 and 4 really. So we're definitely seeing weakness here. We are seeing some weakness, brother. Guys, don't forget to post the P&Ls in the P&L section. We need something with high volume like MLGO, right? The other ones are too crazy looking. MLGO waiting patiently. G-Dub watching for a pullback. Checking out the chat. ANNX, CAPT, SILO. I'm gonna repost that post in the P&L section. This thing is coming down. Coming down to the depths. MLGO coming down. I think this is a backside. I think it's the backside only because of the 200 EMA. I mean, even if it, even if it's finished, I mean, this wasn't an amazing move. It was impressive. No matter where we are right now, we can't afford to become emotional, whether we're not as green as we would like, or if we're red, or if we gave back off the top, or whatever it might be, red to green, green to red. It's not a time to get frustrated, but to keep a clear mind, because remember, we've been seeing other stocks throughout the day, so there still might be more opportunities coming. And if we're to do well on the other stocks, we got to be ready. Or even if this stock curls back up later, right, in power hour, or maybe 20 minutes from now. If I could read the future, man, if I could read the future, that's fantasy though, right? So we gotta stick. We gotta stick to our strategy, and our strategy is gonna give us the best odds. Can't start talking fantasy here. That sure would have been a nice superpower here in this field. I would have went back, loaded up 100K size, went, walk the dog, go to the mall, come back, sell, and maybe smoke a nice cigar, and then that's it. That's the day. Every earnings, every every earning. I mean, you could play so many different things at that point. You could trade everything. You could do options and just, the GameStop moves. At that point, money would become irrelevant, right? After just 1 week of having that kind of superpower. The government probably would target you at some point for just, because there's no way somebody would be able to be that accurate across such a wide range. Before you know it, you've disappeared and you're in the lab somewhere and they're examining you. That's probably exactly what would happen. So I guess it's good how it is right now, right? It's good how it is right now. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Is this it? Is this the day? Guys, don't forget that we're going to spin the wheel and announce the MMU winner on Friday. All right. On Friday the 7th, we're going to spin the wheel and announce the MMU student who will be joining us on the trip to Miami. All right. So shout out to all the Team House guys like Calamity, Crispy Trades, Save, aka MX Trading, MX Day Trading in the Discord, right? All these guys are also on Twitter. Uh, we got some special guests joining us on this trip too, so it should be pretty interesting. We're gonna be spinning the wheel. We're gonna be spinning the wheel on June 7th. All right, 40% off coupon code Miami for those of you who are interested in joining the classes and becoming a student. All right, it's gonna be a good time. Check out the website. I'll post the link here to the chat. You guys can check out the curriculum if you want to learn how to trade, like how I do here with the hyper scalping style, getting in and out hundreds of times within 1 day, sometimes even on just one stock. Check it out. Check out the curriculum. If you like what I'm doing here every day, if you're interested in this style of trade, then what are you waiting on, right? Don't wait till judgment day, right? Let's get locked and loaded and let's start on our journey. It's not guaranteed, but our program is pretty solid, and we do feel like our students will have a bit more of an edge, right? All the information here is progressive, it's easy to digest, and so you guys can come through, go through the chapters. What's really good about what we're doing is that you will have access to myself, Marcelo, and the other mentors, right? I do hundreds of one-on-one sessions literally at this point every week. I'm doing a handful of them, with different students working through different problems, and what we do, we'll go on a video call where we're going to share our screens. We go through trades, so we go through psychology questions, metrics, everything that's there to talk about that they might have an issue with. That's what we do. So utilize the community to your advantage, utilize the chat room to your advantage, where we have hundreds of traders and a lot of people who are doing well, a lot of disciplined traders there, right? So utilize everything that we have here to your advantage to give yourself as much of an edge so that you can stand a chance. Because as we know, trading is hard, right? And trading is risky business. So take a look at the website, and if you are interested, Let's get locked and loaded. Hopefully Marcelo, Tim, and Tom, the other mentors, had a great day, and then of course coming down to the students, students like Enzo, Dennis, Chris, Charlie, Cactus, Aaron, and so forth. Oren, Zay, I see all you guys. And a lot more, right? There's a lot more. Some students, some people, they don't want to trade and also listen to others at the same time. And I was kind of like that. So after you gain all the information, you're kind of more on your own, right? When it comes to like trading and not listening in. But then what they'll do at the end is rewatch the live stream. Or let's say the archive, which is this screen right here, where my level 2 is, right? This is the real action, the real deal. The real deal. I don't show this on the YouTube channel. In the past, I used to. Like sometimes I'll import and upload the entire live stream, but that was the old days. And in fact, I took down all those videos. So I have videos like this since 2018, right? Of me trading. I still have them in the archives. I could go back and make them public, but I mean, there's no need to right now. I don't think I ever will, to be honest. It's a whole lot of information, and right now things are different. Things are different these days. But there are gonna be people who watch this live stream just like this, and will probably learn how to trade. In fact, I spoke to just two of you recently, who just off the strength of this live stream and the recaps, you shout out to you. You know who you are. With a nice $8,000 month last month, and that's the benefit of the community. That's without even being in the classes. It's insane. Well, let's continue. That's the 5-minute candle making the new high and pushing through the whole dollar right there. So it could erupt here like with a surprise move. It's possible, and get right back to 12. Are we gonna see it? Okay, maybe not. See, that's close. That's that right there is pretty close. Like, just a little more, and before you know it, we're at like 1190. I'm looking forward to Miami though. Miami, it's gonna be a good time. Some fun in the sun. How many orders? 216. Not that many. Yesterday I did like 386. Just below the quota. So this will leave me some extra orders for the rest of the week. The stock is looking bullish here, man. If volume comes in, it could be right back at 12. So I'm keeping an eye. I'm going to respond to all the DMs after the live stream. We want the Miami vlog. Yeah, I was telling Marcelo, right? Because the shorter form content does better. But there has to be a vlog. There has to be a vlog no matter what. The vlogs are good, man. It kind of shows people what's really going on. The short clips are okay, but the vlogs are good when it comes to like being more personal, kind of giving the audience more of what happened and what transpired. So we're gonna do a vlog, and we're gonna do hundreds of smaller clips. We're gonna hire people and everything like this. We're gonna go crazy this time. So we should even have in the vlog like drone footage and all this stuff. It's gonna be a good time. So this thing is coming back down at the 5-minute candles, showing a false breakout. This is now again another topping wick. Although this time on the 5, I wouldn't really count it here, but on the 5 it shows more clearly. This type of at this point, what this stock is, you kind of just have to wait. By 3 p.m. we'll know if it wants to go again, and if it will go again. So for those of you who are going all the way, you just got to keep watching and see. You know, we might get another nice bounce right here because we came down here a couple of times and bounced up. Right, twice. This is the third time, and that's after a pretty big drop. So this will more than likely give a small green candle here. I probably should have watched for that trade, but maybe it looks a little choppy here even, right? But it did bounce though from 981 to 1029, you know, 50 cents. Not bad. Big Steve, how did you do? Post in the P&L section. Let me see. Let's see how the Big Steve did today. Did he give me a run for my money? He probably did. My P&Ls have been soft these days, man. I gotta up my game. You know, all these students, they're leaving me in the dust. At this rate, I'm gonna be the old man in the corner on the computer. Oh, Big Steve, let's go. 2,500, Big Steve. See, my guy. This is what I love to see, man. I'm actually a little surprised too, so that's pretty good. Big Steve holding it down with just 1K size, locking in a $2,500 day, brother. Sweet things. And half of last month's profits in one day. Way to go. Big Steve and Dash, two of the moderators here, who are always holding it down. So shout out to Dash as well, who's usually hanging out in the YouTube stream. I'm getting ready to shut it down. So P&L for me, 1,300. My last 3 green days have been around 1,300. Tomorrow, hopefully we can see some more opportunities. And I'll be back later today, as mentioned. But when I come back, my process is always the same. Small size first, and then look to increase size slowly as we go. Don't need to come and try to like go crazy and, you know, before you know it, back to flat, back to red. But yeah. Hopefully Mighty, Tim, and Tryout had a nice day as well. But yeah, I think this is a good place, man. This is a good place. I'm gonna get to those DMs and then I'll be on the road. I'm tired of being on the road, so hopefully after this week we can be able to lock back in from 9:30 to 4. All right, guys. If you're going the distance, continue to be disciplined, continue to be patient, continue to look for those opportunities that you know and love. All right. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be back tomorrow again around 9:15 a.m. Remember to not over trade. Do not revenge trade, but keep a clear mind and stay focused on the task at hand. There might still be more opportunities on different stocks or even the same stock. So let's stay locked in. Let's not fall victim to any emotions. And let's keep paying attention. All right. So with that being said, that's going to do it for me. 1,300 bucks I will take. Another nice day here today. We'll see what we get tomorrow. You know, this action is really something else. This stock went from 5 to 13. I mean, really impressive. So for those of you on the YouTube stream, those of you in the Discord, stay safe, stay green. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. And I'll catch you guys next time.